Modders recently have come up with some very interesting tools for modding. Some of them are very complex, and some of them are rather simple, but leading to some very complex designs. One of these, by Avontech, is a simple block. That. This block, simple as it is, no textures, nothing to it, is, in my opinion, a game changer. This is just about on the same level as Gillibrand's Snap Hub. I'll show you what you can do with it. When you have a limited amount of snaps on something and you want to expand the capability, Gillibrand had something like this, but it was a 2D texture, which allowed you to have multiple snaps. This one, on the other hand, is a small but simple block. So if you wanted to, instead of using a pre-made expander, you can just use these blocks and attach to this. This was not possible before. Now it is. The other thing is, you can see underneath it, it was not possible to do that. Instead, I just used available snaps and created something like this. The only bad thing about it is he's got it at 5 tons of mass and 882 credits, which is ridiculous, but hey, having this thing is a game changer. And because of that, you can now add superstructure that you could not before. For instance, these fins, or I could maybe throw antennas on it, things like that. So I think this is going to be quite useful. I've not done too much with it, just experimented, and I'm very impressed. Gillibrand has the other impressive thing, but unfortunately, he's not done anything with his mod in close to a year. Let's see if I can find it so I could show you. This is the other, to me, very important addition. It's basically like this block, but it has 2 snaps on either side. So if you wanted to, you could use that snap completely out of the spaceship. I notice that people are starting to use that. A very impressive Razor Crest was made using this snap extension. I think these blocks are going to be about as big, and in some ways probably better than this. This only works forwards and backwards. It cannot work sideways. So if you wanted to attach something to the edge of your ship, say to the to this point right here, well, obviously this is not going to stay. It has no ability to do anything with it because it can't snap to it. It can only snap to a forward-facing or a rear-facing module. However, with this thing, not only can you snap to it, but you can now offset your snaps. Something crazy. For instance, like that. Or like that. I think that is a game changer. I've only just explored it, and the only thing I've come up with it right now is just to extend that into something of a rakish superstructure. That's my latest design. It's a very simple, small version of my larger shark. I wanted to investigate a little bit more on the blocks here offered by Avontech, and I've already gotten used to the sleek design, which I really like. I don't care for most of the designs out there. They're not very sleek. They don't look like armor. They just look like a bunch of pieces put together. This is why I've come up with this. Let's take a closer look at those blocks. There's one right there. It's not much to it. It is extremely simple. There it is here. Extremely simple. Quite nice. Maybe Avontech will put some texture on it aside from color, but I'm pretty satisfied the way it is. And it does a good job of meshing in with other things. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I think that's pretty important stuff.